Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, friends. I'm Gaurav Gupta, and I welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now, all of us know that today we have already received the response sheet for CMAT 2022. All of us have already seen this particular thing. So here I am with a detailed discussion on all the questions that have come in QA and DI section. So, friends, let me first of all have a look at if I am audible as well as visible to all of you. So people who can see me live, please make some noise in the chat box, write something. So tell me if I am audible and visible to all of you. Quickly tell me. All right, I just want to see if I'm audible and visible to all of you. Come on, people. Tell me if I'm audible and visible. All right, so Cora guy, when we'll get results, Cora guy, please hold on for that. You will get all the necessary notifications on the website of CMAT. All right, I'm not the one who releases the results. But first of all, tell me if I am all right. So Cora guy, thank you, Ritesh. Thank you very much. So yes, I am audible and visible to all of you. So friends, I'm Gaurav Gupta and I welcome once again to all of you on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now today we have got the response sheet of CMAT 2022 and here we are on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep with a detailed discussion on all the questions with their solutions. So previously we have conducted the discussion on one of the sections. Now here I am and we'll be discussing all the questions of QA and DI. Now in this session, I'll also be advising you on which questions we should be raising an objection. If in case you want to raise any objection, then you can raise those objections in the questions that I'll recommend for all of you. All right. So let's quickly start with this session with the first question on your screen now. So the question says that 1 upon x is a positive fraction, 1 upon y is a negative fraction. Then which of the following statements are true? Now, if you look at option number 1 upon x plus 1 upon y, this is positive. So let's see if this is true. Now, 1 upon x is positive. So this part will be positive and this part will be negative. Now, the final result will be positive or negative will depend on the magnitude of 1 upon x and 1 upon y. So I cannot comment anything on statement A on the first option. Okay, so it may be positive, it may be negative. So you cannot comment anything on this. Now let's check option B. Now option B, 1 upon x minus 1 upon y. Now 1 upon x is positive, 1 upon y is negative. Now negative of a negative number will be, so these fractions will be added now. So finally the result will be positive and I can say that statement B or option B is absolutely correct. Now checking option C. Now if I will write option C in this form, though I can say that there is a small mistake the way this particular expression is given to us. I'll tell you. So if I'll read it like this, if I read it like this, x minus y whole divided by xy, I can write it as 1 upon y minus 1 upon x. Now 1 upon y is a negative number and 1 upon x is a positive, so minus minus, so both will be subtracted. Okay, so negative is 1 upon y minus a positive number. So from a negative number, if I'll subtract a positive number, then the final result will be negative. So according to this, I can say that option C is also correct. So these two statements are correct, and you can find among the options only B and C are true. All right. Okay. Ritesh, I'll be suggesting all these things later on. Right now, I'll not be discussing anything related to the college selection. All right. So we'll be focusing on the discussion of all these questions because it is very important for all of you to understand which questions you need to raise an objection. All right. Now, in case you want to raise an objection in this question, what you can do is like the expression was given like this, x minus y divided by xy. Now, if I'll go with the pure logic of mathematics, if I'll apply BODMAS here, there is the bracket which is absent. So x minus y bracket mein hona chahiye tha, then only you could have read it as x minus y whole divided by xy. But here it means that x minus this particular part will be simplified first. So it will look like x minus 1 upon x after simplification. All right. So you can raise an objection here as well, because you will not be able to determine the nature of x minus 1 upon x. All right. So option C is questionable. Statement C is questionable here. Right. So the correct answer as per the answer keys is only B and C are true, which is option ID 1918. But if in case you want, you can raise objection here. All right. Now let's move on to the second question. The second question says, if a 30-meter ladder is placed against a wall such that it just reaches the top of the wall. So this ladder is reaching the top of the wall. So let's say this is the wall and this is the ground, the floor. Now the ladder is such that it is just reaching the top of the wall. All right, so ladder is like this and the length of the ladder is 30. Such that it just reaches the top of the wall. If the horizontal distance between the wall and the base of the ladder is 1/3 the length of the ladder. So they are talking about this distance, the base, this is 1/3 of the ladder, that means this is 10. And then we'll have to find the height of the wall. So height of the wall can be easily determined by using Pythagoras theorem. So it will be under root of 30 square, which is 900, minus 10 square, which is 100. So that is under root of 800. Now under root of 800 is equal to 20 under root 2. So 20 under root 2, that is option ID 1882 is the correct answer. All right. Rudra, right now I'll not be doing all these things. I'll not be mapping scores with the percentiles because I need to get data from most of the students. Okay, so right now it will be difficult for me to comment on this until and unless I will get the marks that are scored by all the other students or most of the students. Then only I'll have some database and I'll be able to comment on this. But in this session, I'll be discussing only these questions. All right. So let's move on to our next question. Question says that with an average speed of 40 km/h, a train reaches its destination in time. So let's say the time taken by the train is T hours. Okay. So I'm assuming that the time taken by train is T hours. So the distance will be 40 multiplied by T. All right. If I look at the second statement, if the train goes at an average speed of 30 km/h, the train is late by 36 minutes. So in this case, the distance can be written as the speed of the train multiplied by the time taken. Now time taken is 36 minutes extra. So T plus 36 divided by 60. So what I've done is I have converted minutes into hours because T was taken in terms of hours. Now you can equate both of them. So 40T will be equal to 30 bracket T plus 3 upon 5. All right. So you will get, take 30T on the left hand side. So 10T, or you can cancel out 0 from both sides. So you will get the value of T as 9 upon 5. All right. So this is the value of T. Now we will have to find out the value of distance. So you can put the value of T in any of the equations above. So the distance will be 40 into 9 upon 5. And that will come out to be 72 kilometers. So yes, 72 kilometers is the correct answer. All right. Now let's move ahead. People, what are you doing? So Abhilash, Rudra, Ritesh, Harsh, do you have any questions for the objections? Have you seen the entire paper? Have you seen your responses? So in this session, I can tell you there might be 3 questions on which you can raise an objection. So please focus on this session. All right. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. Now this is a question based on a little bit of calculations, data interpretation type of question. So the following table embodies the details about the enrollment of students in 5 different activities. So different activities are given. Now a total of 3000 students, so this value is 3000, so total number of students is 3000 and the number of girls is given as 1750. So 750 girls are given, and these total students and the girls are divided as per the enrollments they have taken in these 5 activities. All right. Now, yes, Harsh, yes, I am coming to that question, compound interest wala. Yes, you can raise an objection on that. All right. So just wait. I'll be coming to that question in a few moments. Okay. Now let's see the question related to this. Now you will have to match these, basically the list. Now, if you will be able to match A, just calculate the value of A, then only you will be able to get an answer. Okay. So boys enrolled in singing and handicraft taken together. So boys in singing and handicraft. All right. Now I'll talk about boys in singing first of all. So total number of people, total number of students minus the number of girls will give me the number of boys. So number of students here, 21% of 3000 is 630. Okay. And 28% of 1750. So 28% kaise nikalenge? It will be 525. 30% minus 2%. So 525 minus 35, that is 490. So this value will come out to be 630 minus 490, that is 140. So number of boys enrolled in singing is 140. Now I have to look at the number of boys enrolled in handicraft. So handicraft, total number of students is 25% of 3000, that is 750. And number of girls which are enrolled is 22%. So 22% will be 385. All right. So 750 minus 385, that will come out to be 250 and 115. So 365. So 365 boys will be there in handicraft. Just add both of them and you will get 505. So number of boys enrolled. So the value of A is 505, which can be mapped to the third part. So A will be mapped to third. A will be connected to third. So answer is option ID 1924. Simple. All right. Okay. Now quickly, let's move on to our next question. The question says that in a bag, there are 15 red balls and 10 green balls. 3 balls are selected at random. Probability of selecting 2 red and 1 green. So I need 2 red out of 15 reds. So it will be 15C2. 1 green out of 10 greens, 10C1. Whole divided by 25C3. Now you can do the simplification. So in the numerator, you will get 15 into 7 multiplied by 10. 15C2 is 15 into 7 multiplied by 10. And then 25 into 24 into 23. Whole divided by 3 into 2 into 1. Now, upon simplification, you can say that the answer will be 21 upon 46. Now, you can also mark 46 directly as an answer. Reason being, there is only one option in which in the denominator, I have a multiple of 23. 23 is here in the denominator and 23 will not be cancelled out from the numerator. So there has to be a figure of 23, a multiple of 23 in the denominators. Using this, you can save the time that you are taking to solve a particular question. All right. Okay. Now moving ahead. Again, a very easy question. In a local election between two candidates, one candidate got 55% of the total valid votes. So the election is between two candidates. One is getting 55% of valid votes. The other will get 45% of the valid votes. All right. Now 15% votes were invalid. If the total number of votes are 15,200. Now out of 15,200 total votes, 15% are invalid. So the valid votes will be 85% of this, 85 upon 100. All right. And we have to find out the number of valid votes of the loser. So loser will get 45% of the valid votes. So this is the number of valid votes that I have written. I'll calculate 45% of this value and this will be the final answer. All right. So this is the expression that you need to solve. Now I'll tell you how to solve this one quickly. Okay. So first of all, 5 cancel कर देते हैं, 9 and यहाँ पे 20, 17 and 20, 0 0 cancel कर देते हैं यहाँ से, and then 2 cancel किया 76, 2 cancel किया 38. So the final answer will be 9 into 17 into 38. Now you just check the unit digit of this expression. So 9 into 7 is 63. 3 aa jayega unit digit. 3 into 8, the unit digit will be 4. All right. Now we have only one option which has 4 as the unit digit, and you can mark this option as an answer, and that will be your correct one. 9 into 17 into 38 multiply bhi karoge, so it will come out to be 5814. All right. Okay, now quickly moving on to our next question. Now before I go ahead, I can see that there are very few likes in this session. So people, come on, what are you doing? We are giving you what you want. You want all the solutions, you want all the answers, you want us to tell you which will be the questions on which you can raise your objections. So what I want is all of you to like this session very quickly. So it will just take a few seconds of yours to like this session. If you're liking it, definitely. All right. So please go and like this session quickly. All right. Now let's move ahead and look at this one. Again, an easy one. So 4 sheep farmers are there. Anil, he grazed 24 sheep for 3 months. B, the second person, 10 sheep for 5 months. C, 35 sheep for 4 months. And D, 21 sheep for 3 months. Now, if I'll multiply all of them, this will be 72, 50, 140, and 63. All right. Now, if Anil's share of the rent is 720, so 72 corresponds to a rent of 720. So basically 10 se multiply ho raha hai. So what will be the total rent of the pasture? So total rent will be, I'll add all of these values and will multiply it by 10. Simple as that. So 122, 60. So it will be 325, the sum here, and multiply by 10, it will be 3250. So 3250 is the correct answer. Option ID 1894. Yes, you can mark this as an answer. Good, Mihir, good for showing your presence in this lecture. Now friends, what I want is, as soon as I start a question, you can tell me which option, which answer you have marked in your examination. All right. So let's do it like this. So all of you take participation. Now we have a pie chart here. The following pie chart gives you the details about percent production of 7 different companies A to G. So A to G, 7 different companies are given. The total production is given as 1500 units. Okay. Now let's see the question related to this. And all of you may tell me which option you have marked as an answer. Now we are given 5 statements. We have to choose which of the following statements is correct. So companies A and G are producing more than 500. So A and G. So A and G corresponds to 28%. Now 28% of 1500 will be 28 into 15. That is 420, which is not more than 500. So I can say that option A will be incorrect. Companies B and F are producing less than 250. So companies B and F. So company B is 11%, F is 5%. That means a total of 16%. So 16% of 1500 will be 16 into 15. That is 240. So yes, definitely it is less than 250. So we'll say that statement B is also correct. Now based on this, you can now directly mark an answer. A is incorrect, B is correct. So answer cannot be this option. B is correct, so it will be this option, right? So no need to check statement C, D and E, right? Straight away you can mark this as an answer. And Ritesh, good, you have also marked the same answer. Only B and C are true. Lovely. Let's move on to the next one. Now tell me, such an easy question. The cost price is 80% of selling price. So I'll assume selling price as 100. So cost price will be 80% of 100, that is 80. Now there is a profit of 20 over a cost price of 80. So it is 1/4 and the answer will be 25%. All right. So answer will be option 1874. Yes, Naresh, you are absolutely correct. Good for responding to this one. Lovely. All right. Now let's move on to the next question. अभी तक सारे questions बहुत easy हैं. I've just told you if you want you can raise an objection in the first question that we have discussed today. Rest अभी तक सब कुछ सही है. Now look at the next question, and in this question if you want you can raise the objection because the language is also very clear, but they are expecting you that how much extra amount other than 1500 will be required to pay at the end of the third year. Okay, but the real answer should be 1500 plus 874. Okay, so let's see how to do this. So first of all, the loan is of 4,000 rupees at 15% rate of interest. Okay, now in the first year the interest charge will be 15% of 4,000, that is 600 rupees. So the total amount at the end of first year will be 4,600, out of which 1,500 will be subtracted and it will become 3,100. All right. Now second year, the amount will become 3,100 plus. So this will be again increased by 15%. So 15% of this value will be 310 plus 155. So 310 plus 155, that is 465. So 465 rupees will be the interest, and the amount at the end of second year will be 3,565, out of which 1,500 again it is paid. So it will become 2,065. All right. Now for third year, 2,065 is left and 15% of 2,065 will be added, and that will be the total money that should be paid at the end of third year, not this one. So what they have done is they have subtracted 1,500 from the correct answer. So let's finish this. So 15% nikalna hai, so it will be 103.1. Wait. So 10% will be 206.5, and then 5% will be 103.25. So 309.75. So 309.75 will be the interest, and the total money that the person will have to pay is 2374.75. Okay, so अब आंसर ये होना चाहिए था, but what they have done is they have reduced this value by 1,500. They have assumed that the person is already paying 1,500 rupees at every year, at the end of every year. So the language should have been how much more amount, how much extra amount is required to pay at the end of third year to clear all his dues. All right. So in case if you want to raise an objection, you may raise an objection for this question as well. Right. Now let's move ahead and look at the next question. The question is, in a batch of 50 students, the ratio of boys and girls is 4:6, or I can say that it is 2:3. Boys and girls, the ratio is 2:3. Okay, the average marks of girls is 60. Now this is a very simple question of application of allegations. The average marks of the entire batch is 62, and let's say X is the average marks of the boys. Now I'll apply allegations here. So the difference of 60 and 62 will be written here, that is 2. And on the right hand side, it will be 62 minus, no, it will be X minus 62. Okay, because X will be the largest of all the values. The ratio of these two will be equal to the ratio of boys and girls. So 2 upon X minus 62 can be written as 2 upon 3. And the value of X will come out to be 65. All right. So 65, that is option ID 1900 is the correct answer. Okay. Meer is asking, sir, CMAT में जो questions wrong थे, तो क्या जिसमें attempt मिहिर ऐसा नहीं है, आपको ऑब्जेक्शन रेज करना पड़ेगा. ऑब्वियसली सी यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द साइकोलॉजी. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन, my answer was 2374.75, but that is none among the options. So why would I mark a wrong option as my answer? Okay, so if I raise the objection, there will be higher chances that I will be getting the marks in that particular question, no matter if I have attempted or not attempted. So this is my thinking, but all the things, all the rights are reserved with the NT authority. I don't know what they will actually be doing, but it is always better to raise the objections. All right. Okay. Now moving on to our next question. Again, this question was not a very difficult one. You just need to equate the volumes and you will get the correct answer. One thing you need to take care about is the units. So length is given in meters and diameter is given in millimeters. Okay. So diameter is 4 millimeter. So radius will be 2 millimeter. Okay. If I'll convert it into meters, it will be 2 upon 1000 meters. Right. So let's equate the volumes. So first of all, volume of cylinder pi r square, radius of the wire is 2 upon 1000 square into the height or the length, in this case that is 243. That will be equated to the volume of a sphere. So 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Now we have to find out the diameter. So I'll find out the radius and will multiply it by 2. Pi will get cancelled from both sides. 2 square will get cancelled from both sides. And the value of r cube will be 729 divided by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 followed by 6 zeros because it was 1000 square. So the value of r after this will come out to be 9 upon 100, and this value is in meters. Okay. So I can say that the radius will be 90 millimeters or 9 centimeters, and diameter will be 180 millimeters or 18 centimeters. Now you can check among the options. We have 18 centimeters. That is option ID 1906 seems to be a correct answer. Right? Now next question. Okay, an easy one. The average age of 3 friends is 20. So the sum of their ages will be equal to 20 multiplied by 3, that is 60. Their ages are in the ratio 2:3:5. We have to find the age of the oldest person. So oldest person represents 5. So his age will be 5 divided by 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is 10, multiplied by the sum of the ages. So that will come out to be 30. So answer option ID 1879 is the correct answer. All right. So again, a very simple question in front of you, right? Now I could not still see the number of likes increasing. So the number of likes are as it is. People who are enjoying this session, people who think that we are doing something good, just for our motivation, please do like this session. What you want, we are giving you. So I just want some likes from your side. So please do like this session, right? Okay. Now next question. Now this was a set of DI. So there were 3 questions on this particular data. So the data is very simple. So percentage distribution of the workforce is given for different sectors, right? As well as the ratio of males and females for each sector is given in this case. Okay. Now Shiba, how to check results abhi nahi aaye hain. CMAT NT has only released the response sheet, so they haven't given the results as of now. Okay, now let's look at the first question for this one. So first question is the number of male workforce in SA and MA. So SA and MA, I need to find out males. All right, I'll do that. I'll calculate the percentage. Put together is approximately what percentage of total number of workforce in PT. So PT का total workforce देखेंगे. So first of all, males in SA in terms of percentages, this is 8. So 12 divided by 8 will be 1.5. So percentage of males here will be 7.5. I'll write it here, 7.5. Okay. Similarly, percentage of males in MA sector will be 9%. So the total percentage will be 7.5 plus 9, that is 16.5%. All right. Now this is what percentage of total of PT sector. So let's look at this question. So the number of male workforce for SA and MA put together is approximately what percentage of the total number of workforce in PT? So our expression will be 16.5 divided by PT का total कितना है 19 divided by 19 into 100. I'll not write into 100, leave it as it is. So 165 upon 190, that is 33 upon 38. All right. Now, if you will solve this, you will get your answer as 86.7 approximately. The correct answer to mark, the most appropriate answer to mark is option ID 1930. That is 87%. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to the second question for this data, for the same data. So second question is the number of female workforce in SE and PR put together. So females in SE and PR put together. So let's first of all calculate this. So percentage of females here is 6%, and in PR it is 1.57 into 1.5, 10.5. So the sum here is 16.5%. So the first value is 16.5. Is what percentage of the number of male workforce in CM sector? So male in CM sector. So males in CM sector is this one. So this will be 5%. So 16.5 is what percentage of 5? All right. So it will look like 16.5 divided by 5 into 100. Or I can write it as 165 upon 50 into 100 to simplify this. 50 and 100 cancel ho jayenge. Final answer will be 165 into 2. That is 330. So such an easy set of calculations in this case. So yes, 330, option ID 1925 should be the correct answer. All right. Okay. Now moving on to the third question related to this set, the same set. The difference in the number of female workforce. So अब number पे आ गए हैं ये, तो percentage निकालने के बाद हमें number में convert करना है. Okay, so the difference in the number of female workforce in SA and MA put together. So first of all, females in SA and MA. So SA and MA, I'll be calculating the females. Okay, so here it will be 4.5%. And in this case it will be 12%. So the total here is 16.5%, right? The first value. And the number of female workforce in PT sector. So number of females in PT sectors, this is what I'll calculate now. So PT sectors number of females. So it will be 3 upon 8 into 19. So this will be the percentage of females here. So that is 57 upon 8, or I can say that 7.125. So we have two values. One of them is 16.5% and the other is 7.125%. Now I'll calculate the difference between these two percentages. So the difference here is 16 minus 7 is 9.375%. Now the total number of people, the workforce is 60 lakhs that was given. So we'll calculate 9.375% of 60 lakhs, right? Now 10% of 60 lakhs will be 6 lakhs. So that means answer should be a little less than 6 lakhs. Most appropriate answer to mark is 5.6 lakhs. That is option ID 1935. This is the correct one. Okay. Soranil, you are requesting me to do the score percentile analysis. So Soranil, you will have to wait for that. We will be certainly coming up with a session on that. Okay, and we'll also be suggesting you different colleges based on your scores. But for that, we need to gather, we need to collect some data from the students. Then only we'll be able to map scores with the percentiles. All right. So please give us some more time for that. All right. Now moving on to our next question. An easy one. One pipe can fill a tank 3 times as fast as another pipe. So let's say the pipes are A and B. Okay. So pipe number 1, pipe number 2. The first pipe can fill the tanks 3 times as fast as the another pipe. So if another pipe is filling it in 3x time, the first pipe will fill it in x time. This is called 3 times faster. Okay. Now if the two pipes can fill the tank together in 36 minutes, so the equation will be 1 upon x plus 1 upon 3x, and that is equal to 1 upon 36. All right. Simplify karo isko. LCM ले लिया 3x, ऊपर 4 आ जाएगा, that is equal to 1 upon 36, and the value of x will be equal to 48. All right. So we have to find the time taken by slower pipe to fill the tank alone. Now slower pipe, that means जो ज़्यादा time लेगा, 3x, so 3 into 48 is 144. So answer will be 144 minutes. All right. Okay. Now, Esther, you're asking, sir, Sunstone Edu University is good. They are providing many colleges and saying 100% placements. Esther, please don't go by what the university is saying. These are private universities and they can say anything. So please do your own research. I'm not saying that this university is good. I'm not saying that this is bad, but you need to do your own research and also compare this particular universities with the other options that you will be getting. All right. Arman, 297. Like I said, please give us some more time. We'll be definitely conducting a session on score versus percentile. All right. Okay. Now moving to the next one. A good question. Now statement 1. The set of numbers 7, 8, 9, A, B, 10, 8, 7 has an arithmetic mean of 9. Now let's add these numbers. 24, 32, 42, 49. 49 plus A plus B. The arithmetic mean is 9 and 8 numbers are there. So the sum will be 72. So the value of A plus B will come out to be 23. All right. And they are saying that the mode, the most frequently occurring number is 8. Now 7 is occurring 2 times, 8 is occurring 2 times. So I can say that A or B में से एक ना एक value तो 8 होना चाहिए. So if one of these values is 8, the sum is 23. So the other value will be 15. All right. So the values of A and B, not respectively, are 8 and 15. So the product of 8 and 15 will be 120, and this statement is absolutely correct. All right. Now statement number 2, let A and B be the two positive integers important, such that A plus B plus A into B is 84. Now if you look at the positive integers, then the only solution here will be 16, 4 or 4, 16. So the values of A and B, again, not respectively, will be 16 and 4. So 16 plus 4 plus 64 will come out to be 84. And yes, statement 2 is also correct. So I can say that both statements 1 and 2 are correct. The correct answer will be option 1937. All right. Okay. Now moving ahead to the next question. Now this is one more question in which you can raise objection. The correct answer is not among the options. So friends, focus on this one. A bag contains 6 red balls, 11 yellow balls and 5 pink balls. If 2 balls are drawn at random from the bag, one after the other. So this is clearly mentioned that we are drawing these balls one after the other. So I'll draw one ball and then I'll draw the second ball. Then what is the probability that the first ball, again it is specifically mentioned that the first ball should be red. So probability that the first ball will be red will be 6 red balls divided by the total number of balls, which is 22, multiplied by the second ball was yellow in color. So second ball, how many yellows are there? 11 yellows out of the remaining balls, which will be 21. Because the balls are drawn one after the other, then this is how we will calculate the answer. Doing the calculation, the final answer will come out to be 1 upon 7, and which is not among the options. So friends, you can raise an objection for this question as well. So up till this point, we have seen 3 questions in which we can raise an objection. All right. Now moving on to our next question, the last question for this set, the easiest question of all. X plus y का value दिया हुआ है 3. So x plus y is 3 and x into y is 2. So just by looking at this data, you can say that the values of x and y will be 1 and 2, not respectively. So x can be 1, y can be 2, or vice versa. Now we have to find out the value of x cube plus y cube. So 1 cube plus 2 cube, this value will come out to be 9. Hardly a question of 10 seconds. 1944 option ID. Correct answer is 9. All right. Okay. So my dear friends, that is all from my side for this session. Again, I can see that the number of likes has not increased. Please, in case you like this session, do hit the like button. Those who are looking for a comprehensive program for CAT 2022, here is one option that we have on BYJU'S exam prep. So yes, we have admissions open and you can enroll now. The complete details of this program are mentioned on your screen, and you can call at the number which is given below at the bottom of the screen. All right, in case you want to fetch some more details and you want to speak to our counselor. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe our channel. Do press the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications of our upcoming sessions. Right, follow us on Insta, subscribe and press the bell icon on YouTube, like our Facebook page, join our Telegram group and download the app. Thank you very much. One very important information for all of you that I want to give in case you are attempting MHCT examination. From 20th April, we are starting a new series of sessions on MHCT where every day at 7 p.m. on YouTube will be coming up and we'll be discussing some of the most wonderful, some of the hottest questions that have appeared in the previous year papers of MHCT. So we'll see you again. All the best for your results. Thank you very much.